Hi folks, welcome to the third and final how-to video for navigating Mahara ePortfolios here at Prairie View A&M University. I've already logged in. If you've done the first two videos, you've set up your profile, you've set up a resume, you have uploaded files to include in your portfolio, so you're done, right? No. This is all the behind-the-scenes work. You actually have to set up what are called portfolio views so someone else can view your content. Now, why do you have to do this? It's because a really great thing about Mahara's ePortfolios is you can design various portfolios for different audiences. Maybe you need a portfolio for, I don't know, math in elementary schools with Dr. Foster. Maybe you need a portfolio for student teaching. Maybe you need a portfolio for this class, professional writing for electronic media. You can create different views for all of these assignments. So we've been through the Content tab. That's where you do your profile, that's where you upload your files, that's where you create your resume. So everything should be in those three areas. So when we go over here to Portfolio, you're good to go. Now what you probably have here is you see your dashboard page, you see your profile page, and then you'll notice I have other pages that have been submitted to eCourses. These are portfolio views that I made for different classes, and then I turned them in. I submitted them. So that's what you want to do. I don't really want to turn in my dashboard page. I can't, only I have access to it. I don't want to turn in my profile page, or I can't edit it. I can't get it back. What I need to do is to create a page. So I click on Create a Page, and here's what I get, a bunch of stuff. But you'll notice there's a lot of edit options. There's a share option that we'll talk about. But where I want to start is right here with this title. I don't want my portfolio to be called Untitled, so I'm going to start with Edit Title and Description. So I'm going to call mine Professional Portfolio. I can add a description. How do I want my name to be displayed? Do I just want to be Sarah? I want to be Sarah Wakefield. That's fine. And you'll see immediately it changes. Professional Portfolio by Sarah Wakefield. But there's nothing in here. I have to tell Mahara what to put in this portfolio page. So I want to be here where it says Edit Content. My first option is to bring something from an external source. Like maybe I uploaded my teaching video or a video I made for communication courses to YouTube. This is how I would get it in my portfolio. I position my mouse icon on this little picture and it becomes a four-way arrow. I drag it down to the white space at the bottom of the page and I let go. And then it's going to give me a new pop-up window. What do I want to call this? I'm going to call it my teaching videos. Then I need to put the URL in here. And notice it says I can use YouTube, Google videos. How big is it going to be? You probably just want to go and copy and paste your video. And since I didn't actually embed anything or paste anything, nothing shows up. But now I have a block called My Teaching Videos. And if I don't like it, if I decide I don't want it there, I use the X icon, I delete it. It's gone. Now you may not have this. What you probably have is the next option, Files, Images, and Video. This is what you have uploaded. You want to be working with, most likely, files to download. So I drag my icon, and then I get this fantastic pop-up window. I recommend that you change your block title. I'm a special ed major, so I'm going to have a block title called IEPs. I've got two really good IEPs that I want to share. Notice if you try and upload a file here, it doesn't work. You need to have uploaded them back in the content area as shown in the second video in this series. And if you've done all that, all of your options are already listed here, and I just have to select what I want to include. So I hit select, and nothing happened. This seems to happen a lot with Mahara. Just click Save, and look right here. IEPs, and I just uploaded a file called Mahara How To. If anybody clicks on this, that person can download my file. And I want to just keep doing this process, adding files to download. Now I'm going to add a lesson plan. Nothing happened again. I save. Here's my advanced grammar presentation. And I can keep doing this. I can add an image if I want. I probably should do that because it's part of the requirements for my 3043 portfolio. And you probably want to change the description from an image, sort of like, okay, why is this here? Exactly. You also have the option of removing the block title entirely. Just erase it and then save. And when I click done, it'll kick me back out to my pages area with portfolio. And then here's what I just made, professional portfolio. Here's what other people can actually see when they go to this URL. They see my IEPs, they see my lesson plans, they see my pretty picture. Now what else do I need? Okay, let me go to edit page, because I know I need to put in my resume, right? Well, right over here at the end of my list is resume. So I can drag my entire resume, and there's everything that I already configured way back at the beginning of the course. And I'd like to call it my resume instead of your entire resume. Okay. Well, that's looking a little weird, isn't it? It's so long on that side. Maybe I should rearrange some things. Notice if I hover over this block, my IEPs, I can drag it over here underneath lesson plans instead. Or maybe I want to put it under my picture. You know what? Maybe I want to put both of these under my picture. Maybe I don't want 3 columns. This is when I want to go to Edit Layout. I can have 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. I'm going to go with this 2-column format right now. Save it and see what happens. Well, my resume is still really long. Now my picture's over here. I'm going to move it around. Ooh, now it got really big. Feel free to play with this, because this is a preview of what your page will look like. Once you have everything in order, you like how everything looks, you've dragged information from your profile, your contact information, you've got your resume, you've included all the files that you need to. What you need to do is share your page. Because even after you've done all this, Mahara is very careful not to make it public until you're totally sure you want others to see it. So I click on Share Page, and here's the page I'm worried about, my professional portfolio. Right now, no one can see it. So if I add public, then my parents can see it. I can include the URL of my portfolio on my resume or in my cover letter for employers to come and see. I can just add logged in users. This means anyone at Prairie View who logs into the ePortfolio system can see my portfolio. Or you can add just your friends and then be sure to request that I become your friend because I am the instructor and I need to see your portfolio to give you a grade. So I'm going to add logged in users. I can even set their access date. I can say I only want them to be able to see it through, like August. Save it. Here are all my access rules for all of my different portfolio views. So here's my professional portfolio as it will now appear to all logged in users. I can see my resume, I can see my image, my work samples. I need one more for 3043, plus I'm missing my career philosophy. Be sure to follow the assignment and include everything. Now I just need to turn this in. And here's how you're going to do it for my class, and I'll explain why. I want you to go up and copy this URL that you see here. This is your portfolio view. Then I want you to click back out to the Mahara main page, and I want you to get back into eCourses. Now I'm in eCourses, and I want to get back into my course. When you're ready to submit, there are two places to go. You can go to the assignments link, which includes all your major projects, or you can go down to major assignments and projects and find the ePortfolio. Click here. And down at the bottom, it will tell me you have not submitted anything yet. Well, good, because I didn't mean to. Now I click Edit My Submission, scroll back down again, and now I simply paste my URL. And I save the changes. So now what you have just sent to me as the instructor is your portfolio view. You've been sure to share it with logged in users, or at least with me, or you've shared it with friends and asked me to be your ePortfolio friend so I can find your work. In other classes, you may see something different when you come to this screen. There is an option here in eCourses to set it up where at the bottom of this page you would see all your different portfolio views, and you just click the one you want to submit. The reason I don't do this is because once you submit a portfolio view to a class, you can't edit it anymore. You're sort of locked out of it. And there are ways around this, but I know you might have portfolios to do in the future, so I've decided to go about the submission this way. So just to recap, once your portfolio view is done, copy the URL, come to the ePortfolio assignment, scroll down to the bottom, edit your submission, paste in your URL. You'll have submitted the work. I will be able to find it. If I cannot find it, or if I click on your link and I don't see anything, expect to get a tweet, an email, an ePortfolio message. I am going to contact you so we can work out what's going on. If this means you come to my office and we sit down and go through it on my computer, that's what we're going to do. You will submit this assignment if you have it done. So any questions, please contact me.